Hi, I'm Patrick Conner with HCC Specialty Cars in Dallas, Texas. And I want to tell you about this very special 1991 Mercedes 300 SE in teal. Just started on Bring a Trailer, and I want to point out some of my favorite things about this car. First of all, I'm a long time older Mercedes 126 lover. I've had a few of them, never had a 300 SE, and I've never had one in the condition that this car is in. So as we said in the description, it's a one family owned car until I bought it a few months ago. And they cared for this car. It was Mom's car in San Antonio, Texas, and she really cherished the car, and the family did too. She passed away a number of years ago, and the car went to her daughter up here in Dallas, who had spent quite a bit of time and money getting it mechanically updated, and including the head gasket and some other things. And the car just is absolutely spectacular. As you can see, the body, the color, everything is so nice. You rarely see it. As you know, commonly you'll see some fading or paint issues in these cars, and it simply just doesn't have it. The wheels are in great shape. The paint is very glossy. We did have it ceramic coated. The windows, the trim, everything is just absolutely perfect. You can look into the back window and see how the back dash, a lot of times these get really bleached out, the carpet and the plastic surrounds and the headrests. They're just like new on this car. All of the chrome is just very nice. There may be a few little dents and bumps and stuff in the corners, you know, as is typical with a car of this age. But just a quick walk around. As you know, if you read the description, this car was in an accident, which because of the value of the car was so low, the USAA decided to actually call it a total loss. The title is a clear title. It's not a total loss on the title. But something happened in this area. We've spoken to the mechanic shop that serviced it in San Antonio for years. The body shop that they sent it to is not around any longer, but we measure paint higher in the rear quarter panel and the door, although the look and consistency of the paint is tremendous. And I'll go into the trunk and stuff in a little bit later and show you where there's no evidence of any body damage or bondo or drilling or anything like that in that quarter panel. The door is the same way. The only evidence that we found in the door was that the VIN sticker on the inside of the door is still there, but it's painted over. So it was clearly some body work was done on this door, but it operates as it should. Generally, again, just really good shape. All of the rubber on these is still original and soft. The windshield looks to be original. Just no stars, no nothing. The front end is really clean. We took off the license plate bracket because we don't need them as a dealer. We still have it. It can go back on. And the only sort of aging that I see is these headlight or fog light surrounds. They have a little bit of cracking and they're yellowing a little bit, but certainly nothing enough to need to change that. So let's look at the interior. So as good as the exterior is, the interior is even better. So the things that really get me about this car are the leather is just so soft. It hasn't had any fading and whitening. The wood, particularly in the center console, it's so clean. It doesn't have any cracks. It just looks like it's never been in the sun. And so it really makes the car. I've never seen one with the leather be as plush as this car is. And so it just clearly was cared for, not abused, and you know, it's a low mileage car, so a lot of that's to be expected. Everything works in the car: the sunroof, the antenna, the radio we got rebuilt at Becker, and then we added Bluetooth for a little modern convenience. It was not working when we first got it, the radio. All of the dials are bright orange needles. The power seats all work, the memory settings work. There's really nothing about it that isn't just like it was when it was new. Same for the back seat, doesn't look like it saw a lot of use. Just look at the leather seats on that. It's just unbelievable and very comfortable. So, and you can point up to the headliner and just show how clean the car is, just generally. Note the headliner's not drooping or anything like that. First aid kit's in the back, and then there's the storage compartment. All still there, of course, probably useless, but definitely a part of the car and its history. Next, we can go to the trunk. This is just amazing how big it is and how just simple it is, and that's one of the things that I really like. like about these cars. This doesn't, I mean, it looks like no one ever put anything in here, and it's difficult to tell because it's kind of a dark hole, but the brown carpet, right? And then, you know, still all the tags and such are there. And then underneath, of course, is the spare tire, and you can see that the tools are still in the bag. It's probably the original spare. It doesn't look to have ever been used, and the tag on the jack and those sorts of things. Underneath that, there's no damage, no evidence of any rust or moisture at all. So everything in this is just about perfect. In the side compartment here, you'll see the license plate frame for the front, and we did install LED headlights, bulbs, and these are the original bulbs if somebody wanted to move it back to that or the LEDs became a problem. Next, let's move on to the mechanicals, the engine of the 300 SE. And as we're doing that, I walked up to the car, and the reflection off the skylights off of this paint is just incredible. We did paint correct it, it just didn't lead a lot, but hopefully you can see in the reflection just how glossy and smooth and original this paint is. It's quite amazing. Car, you know, truthfully, when I got the car from the family, the engine was as clean as you see it. We didn't particularly detail or do anything different. The car is just that fresh. So of course, the inline six, all the plastic components, even the manifolds, just look like new. It's just crazy. This coolant expansion tank was replaced. That's why it looks like new. But for the most part, everything has really been maintained nicely and is in fantastic shape. Again, everything works. All the tags, all the stickers, everything's where it should be. All the seals are there, etc. So just quite a testament to the quality of these cars. So that's the overview of the exterior, the interior, and the engine. I'll do a couple of videos of driving the car, and again give it some more commentary. And if there's anything that you would like for us to see in the auction or questions, please ask. We can do videos of different things if people have questions about it. We do have quite a few underside pictures, which will also help you comfortable with how fresh and how original everything is underneath, and then doesn't appear to be any kind of damage to the frame, etc. from the accident. But yeah, take one more look. It's just an incredible car. It probably looks better in person than in the videos. It just gets everybody's attention. It's a fantastic car.